What's going on, guys? Well, what's going to go on is I'm going to show you this thing I got. Okay, now you've, I'm sure, seen my KP Mini video where I did the fairing lights and I had to solder. I am probably not the world's worst soldering person, probably the second. Okay. I was doing a video the other day. I don't even know if I'm going to post it. Oh, that was depressing. Table's a mess here. Everything's always a mess in the garage. Anyway, I got this soldering kit on Amazon, okay? Because the other day, I was working on the tractor. Like I said, I may or may not air that, but I got this on Amazon. I think it was like 26 bucks, okay? And it is a heat up quickly NEWACALOX NEWACALOX. Okay, that's what it says. I can activate my lifetime warranty and get a free gift. You know, and I'm going to tell you, I know you guys are really super tempted to do this. I know, you just really want that free gift. Don't waste your time, because you'll never get the free gift. I found out the hard way. Okay. So anyway, this thing supposedly is a self-feeding. Here's the instructions, right back here. Self-feeding soldering iron, and it came with some lead-free solder wire. I have no idea how thick it is, but it is pretty thin looking. If you can see in that picture there, that's pretty thin. You know. So, and it came with, which I thought was kind of interesting, it comes with this little solder sucker thing. So I'm guessing you push the plunger in and you hit the button, it sucks up the solder. Genius! I'm telling you, genius. Well, you know I've used this stuff before, and I'm probably going to have to get scissors because I can't get it open. But you know, this stuff is always kind of fun. I've got a couple of soldering irons. Like I said, I suck really bad. And the other day, when I was working on that cluster for my tractor, I was having a hell of a time. And that's why I'm probably just not going to even post it. I may post it, just for comic relief, you know. Because I'm sure there's people out there who watch my videos who do know how to solder and can solder very well, and they're probably just going to get a hell of a laugh out of that, which is fine. Okay, so that's our soldering wick, which I've used this before. I know I've got some, but I can't find it. So, and then I got this tin lead rosin core solder wire for electrical soldering. It's 1.8% solder flux. I don't, like I said, I don't know. I just, you know, Amazon. Here, let me turn that around there. Turn it that way. It was recommended on Amazon. So it's like, well, if Amazon recommends, it's got to be good, right? Right? Okay. Get our packaging out here and see. Oh, and it came with, check this out, a pair of tiny, really tiny, pointy tweezers. And actually, these could have came in handy the other day, you know, and along with another set of hands. So, okay. Oh, we got another pair. Man, there's just all kinds of goodies in here. We have an angled pair. Look here. Is there anything else I'm missing? Okay. Okay, so I guess we need to take this, and I'm guessing it has to come apart. And there is a picture here showing it, I guess, angled kind of that way. Yep, up. And then the solder exits out the bottom. So let's put this on here. Well, I don't think that fits down in the hole there. Well, it does. Okay. All right, it does. So they do have a piece of tape or something on here. I have no idea what I did with my knife. It's around here somewhere. I get busy doing things, I'll use it for something, set it down, and then spend another 2 or 3 days trying to find out where I put my knife. Okay, well, let's keep getting this off here. There's got to be an end to this somewhere. Oh, there it is. There's more tape on here. Okay, so according to that, it goes like so. And I guess it goes down, it'll run down behind this. Or does that got to go up? You know, it really doesn't show. I would think it would go down that way because there's a cutout. There's a cutout right there. Alright, well, before we get too crazy with that, there is a door here on the side. We need to take that off. And oh, that's where the solder goes through. Okay, it's going to go inside this little orange thing here. Alright, so if we put this screw back on here so we don't lose our parts. I'm guessing it don't have to be on there super tight. Okay, so this sits. Oh, okay. Alright, so if you're looking at that, it is up. That's exactly how it goes in there. The slot goes down and it'll be towards the front because it goes over where that little orange hole is. Then you're going to put your, let's cut this off because it's kind of bent. Okay, go in the hole. Okay, so do you gotta press the wire into the entrance, 10 wire goes straight through. Maybe you gotta have it turned on. Yeah, it says pull the trigger to carry out the solder. Alright, so I do have my extension cord down here. Set that right there. We're going to push this in, get it in the hole, push it in, and pull the trigger. Oh, okay. I see how that goes. Ah, but if you if you look inside there, I don't know if it's going to show up. There's another little hole, and it kind of got bent on that hole. Okay, so let's see if we can. How do you back this thing up? There we go. We'll just back it up like that. Okay, so push it in. And this is where you're going to want to use these fancy schmancy pliers. Stick it in the hole there. Bend your wire back down. And it should be feeding through. Let's see here. You can definitely see it's moving the wire. Here. Ah, see? We're out of there now. Okay, so I'm guessing this is some sort of adjustment down here to angle your where it exits. So let's get a pair of pliers here and loosen that up. So we can turn this. Yep, that's it. And what can we solder? We can put our door back on. Well, I did bring out, or I found this, tore apart a little solar light. So we have something to play with. And, oh, well, if you hit it, does indeed. I don't know if you caught that, but you feed it out, and it will definitely drop solder. Let's try to drop a piece on this board here. I think we need to adjust this more. And how do you, because you can see on the tip here, you can see on the tip where it's coming out at, it looks like it needs to go. That's not too hot. But it looks like it needs to bend down more towards the tip. That's what I'm testing. Because it's hitting up way too high. I'm guessing. You know, like I said, I'm no soldering person. So that's spinning. But can you lengthen? I guess we can turn this. I don't want to touch it. It may be kind of hot. Oh. Oh, okay. I see. You can, yeah, you can pull it out and you can push it back in. So let's see if right there, if that'll work. Still off a little bit. I'm learning, guys. We'll just burn up a table here. No, now it's not even hitting it. Unless you, no, I got it too far. Got it too far out. There we go. That might work. Get it lined up just right. And let's see here if you can see what I'm doing here. I still think I'm not quite right with it. No, it's got to come back a little bit. So yeah, this is just a matter of tweaking where it comes out at, because it does come up at an angle. It gets hot. Okay, that's working a little bit better. Let's see if we can drop some down on here. All right, so that worked. Okay, so now let's try the solder sucker. So let's heat our solder up and not pull the trigger. I'll be damned. It did. It sucked it right up in there. Well, that is impressive. The only downside I can see is trying to use the soldering piece of it without, you know, releasing solder, and this thing getting in the way. So let's take my wick. I'm going to set it down over this thing here, over this red lead. Let's see. Whoa, that gets hot. Yeah, don't put your fingers on the wick. Well, look at that. The wick worked perfect. I've used wick before. So we got that. Okay, now though, can we take this tiny little piece of wire? You know what I probably should have bought while I was doing this is a soldering stand. Oh, hot diggity, guys. Oh, look at that. That red wire there. You know, this thing actually works pretty good. I'm impressed. I mean, for a total idiot soldering person such as myself, I think it works really good. This is going to be a short review. Okay. Well, now the real test is going to be when I get that new cluster in for my Kubota tractor, and we are going to see, Ted. Hopefully that that's another video. I don't want to ruin that one. You know, I'll get this and show you guys and put it out there, and you know, another little kind of product review. No, I bought this. Like I said, it was like $26. I'll put a link to it. So if you're like me and you know, this actually, you know, takes the place of two hands, you know, because you can, you know, do it and feed down the stuff, and I think it feeds good. You just have to, you know, make your adjustment to where you're right there. You kind of want it like that. Hopefully that's zooming in. You know, to where your solder comes out right at the tip of your iron. And we've seen the solder sucker. It worked good. Now, I guess the question is too, those, you know, it didn't come with a stand, but how do you get your solder out of this thing? Let's take the bottom off here. Where does it put the solder at? I mean, there's like a smoking gun in there. I guess it just sucks it right up in there and you just knock it right out. And that screws back in. So I guess you just keep sucking it until it gets full. I don't know. But there we go, guys. Pretty handy dandy thing. Like I said, I may look at getting a soldering stand or actually I may look for something that I make a 3D print. I haven't 3D printed anything in a coon's age. I moved all those into the house. I kind of gave up on it out here in the garage because it's been so humid lately, and yeah, all my prints were coming out bad, so I was like, ah, screw it. I just took it in the house. But maybe get something, 3D print something that can hold pieces, and then maybe a little stand to hold the soldering gun itself. So anyway, guys, hey, hope you got something out of this. I sure did. You know, like I said, I really suck at soldering, and I was pretty impressed. I was able to get that tiny little, I never can see where I'm going on here, left, right, left, where that red wire is, the bottom red wire. I mean, it dropped a perfect little blob on there, and didn't get any on the adjacent soldering connections, so that's good. Happy with it. So like I said, I'll put a link in the description. If you get something out of this, give me a like, subscribe, you know the routine. Hey, you know, hit that notification thing, that way you'll get notified when I put out new stuff. I'm trying to put out stuff more often. I've got a ton of stuff I need to put together. I mean, a ton of stuff. I've got all this stuff on this. To my left here, the TC-125, that has been a nightmare. I will record why it was a nightmare, and it's actually my fault that it was a nightmare. So anyway, I'm rambling, and I know you hate when people ramble. So yeah, pretty cool. Like it. So far pleased with it. And for as much as I solder, you know, I really don't care. I don't solder that often. But I do need to do the orange KP Mini lights since I've got it up here now, and I do have some orange LEDs for it, so that'll be another upcoming video. Anyway, thanks a lot, and see you on the next one.